An interesting question for you to try. An altitude to the hypotenuse of a right triangle is drawn. There's an adjoining image also. So we have a right triangle, and from the right vertex we draw an altitude to the hypotenuse. Dividing the original triangle into two triangles, the right and the left triangle. If the in radii of these two triangles, the in circles are drawn, so we know the radii of these are root 3 and 2 root 3. Find the in radius of the original triangle. The image should be familiar. If you have practiced well enough, there's a CAT question on this type where the dimensions of the original triangle were given, and we were asked the distance between the centers of the circle. A very nice classic question discussed in the course. Then in your practice also you would have come across this image quite often. There are three right angle triangles here, and I'm not giving you any more hints beyond this. It should be a familiar figure. You should know what topic it is going to be based upon. So pause the video, try the question, only then continue. Just browsing and just watching the solution is not effective learning, right? So do try it. What should be familiar from your practice is this figure has three right angle triangles starting from the smallest one. It's a good idea to start from the smallest. You have an order in your mind: smallest, second, then the largest is a right angle triangle. Let's call it triangle 1. Triangle 2 is the one on the left. It is also a right angle triangle. The 1 and 2 do not overlap, so they are easy to think and work on. And triangle number 3 is the enveloping triangle, that which forms a boundary of both of them. So it sort of overlaps on it. It's the original one. So this is also right angle triangle. Let's call it triangle number 3. And all these three triangles are going to be based upon are similar. So this question is based on similarity, and there's not much of a construction involved. It's an easy one finally at the end of it. Since they are similar, they are going to be based upon the same triplet. But I do not right now know any side. So I've analyzed, I have got my what I knew from the figure. Now let's take what is given. What is given is R1 and R2 are given. So basically triangle 1 and triangle 2 are compared, and since they are similar, so I'll take the ratio of them, the radii, which is nothing but root 3 is to 2 root 3. The root 3 cancels out and I get this ratio as 1:2. This 1:2 will also be the ratio of the side of triangle 1, side of triangle 2. Which side of triangle 1? Which side of triangle 2? Corresponding sides. So coming to triangle 1, I would take the smallest side as K. Again, taking the smallest side sometimes helps me avoid fractions. And what is the corresponding side in triangle 2? Which angle is K opposite? Here. So mark that one angle as theta. This is a 90, so this becomes 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta, 90, so here will be theta. And opposite theta in triangle 2 is this vertical altitude. So opposite theta in triangle 1 is K, opposite theta in 2 is going to be 2K. And then you realize that this side is also common with triangle 1. So basically in triangle 1 I get two sides, and being a right angle triangle I can get the third side as well. So using Pythagoras I get it as root 5K. And now I know that all three sides of a triangle are known. So the triplet is known, students, now. So this triplet in this case is 1, 2 and root 5. So the values chosen were such that it was not very easily identifiable. But now the process should be very fast, students. Now that you know triplet, theta, 90 minus theta and 90 sides opposite them in triangle 1. In triangle 1 is nothing but K, 2K and root 5K. The ratio is 1, 2 and root 5. Okay, so rather than this, I should just write first the ratio. The ratio will always be 1 2 and root 5, which in triangle 1 is simply k, 2k and root 5k. In triangle 2, what is this ratio? I know opposite theta is 2k. So the one part is 2. So multiply the ratio 2 times. 2 2s are 4k, 2 root 5k. So let's plot it. 2k opposite theta, 90 minus this is going to be 4k, and opposite 90 is going to be 2 root 5k. Okay, and in triangle 3, what do we know in triangle 3? I wrote this just now. So basically it almost seems like triangle 3 is known, but I'm trying to find it from the ratio. Opposite theta was root 5k. So if I had not written this, I did not know this. I did not know this long side. So opposite theta is root 5k. Opposite theta root 5k. Actually, to solve a question, we just need this ratio, which we have found. Okay. So, but let me complete it. One part is root 5, so multiplied by root 5, so this will be 2 root 5k. Opposite 90 minus theta, 90 minus theta, opposite 2 root 5k already known, and multiplied by root 5, so that is going to be a 5k. Opposite 90 is a 5k. Does everything fit in? 4k plus k is a 5k. Everything fits in. You can check for each of the 3 triangles, they will all satisfy the Pythagoras relation. And having done this, the next step is, now that we know from 1, we went to 1 and 2, we got the triplets, we found 1, 2, 3. Now let's compare third one. What is it easiest to compare with? The first one, student. So comparing triangle 1 and triangle 3. This time I know the ratio of their sides. Side 1 and side 3. Which side do I take? Again, I'll take the one opposite theta because that's easier. So opposite theta is k. Opposite theta is root 5k. So if this ratio is nothing but 1 is to root 5, and this ratio will also be the ratio of the in radii because of similarity. So if I know that R1 is equal to root 3, actual value is given. So basically one part is root 3. So R3 will be multiplied by root 3. So will get me root 15. And this is going to be my answer. Having found the answer, let us find the relation between R1, R2 and R3. The values given in this question are very camouflaged values, students. They don't suggest much, but most probably when this question is going to come, the values are going to be very suggestive. For example, 6 or 8, or it could be 5 or 12. And what are these values suggesting? There are right angle triangles, so Pythagorean triplets wouldn't be far behind, and 5, 12, 6, 8, they both are part of Pythagorean triplets. And yes, students, the relation between R1, R2, R3 is going to be that they are going to be a triplet. R1, R2, R3 will satisfy the Pythagoras relation. So R3 is going to be square root of R1 square plus R2 square. So if it is 6, 8, you directly know that R3 is going to be 10. If it is 5, 12, we directly know that R3 is going to be 13. So let's check for our values, root 3. So root of root 3 square is going to be 3 plus 2 root 3 square is going to be 4 3s are 12, and there is my answer, root 15, directly. So I leave this with just this thought that in such a picture, R1 and R2 and R3 are going to satisfy Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras relation. And so mostly they are going to be a triplet, mostly. And so this question then becomes a question which you can just answer by seeing it.